What's up, nerds and nerdettes and wee little nerdlings all? It's your buddy Big Johnny G for Two Gun Pixie presents Legendary Gaming.
Shut up and sit down.
Tabletop Takeout Tuesday! How's it going, my friends? I'm your buddy Big Johnny G, but I think most of you already know that. So this is a series where I give you bullet points, more or less, as to why myself, 20-Sided Warriors, 2GP's partner Tom Vulo, my wife, or whoever, why we enjoyed a game. What was it about hitting the table that we enjoyed so much and we look forward to again? That's the concept behind this series. So let's just get right into a game that really tore right through me and the 20-Sided Warriors for a while, and it's gotten back on the table now, and we're again having a lot of fun with it. And that's Judge Dredd Block War. But you've already seen that in the thumbnail. Alright, so this game is a hot, fast, tight, two-player, fast-paced, two-gun action experience based on arguably one of the best, maybe one of the greatest story arcs in Judge Dredd comic books, and that's Block War. Now, before I get into anything else, the artwork is so absolutely fantastic. I mean, it's ripped, literally, straight from the comics themselves. You can't look more Judge Dredd than this game does. And artwork, man, it delivers. It feels like you're reading, or if you've never read it before, if you have read it before, I mean, it feels like you're rereading the damn comic book event. They nailed it. So this game is part of a series of games, and I've done videos in the past. Maybe it's time to do a new one on it. This is part of a series of games where you play the bad guys. Like, just even like, what, 10, 15 years ago? I mean, that would have been really unheard of. There was no game I really remember where it was really tight about you're playing the villains, you're playing the bad guys. And nowadays, we've had this renaissance, this silent renaissance, so to speak, of board games where you're able to play the black hats, play the other side. And this is it. You're not playing Dredd, Anderson, Giant, or any of the other judges. Not at all. They're not who you are. You're the gang members. You're the perps. The judges, man, the judges they're a force of nature. While you're battling the city block across from you, that's literally what it is. Your city block, their city block, and then the street in the middle that the judges are going to be active on. You're battling each other, and these wheeled forces of nature are blazing down the road, taking care of you and your opponent. They don't give a shit about either of you. They want everyone down and out. If not in an ISO cube. The gameplay is the gameplay has a level of immersion to it that I find that really made me and the opponent, whoever I was playing with, or whichever two opponents were playing each other, really did feel like it was pulling us into the action of the comic itself. It was very immersive, this quick, fast-paced game. I mean, it was over in a matter of turns, but every single game, we felt like we were in it. You know? Giving you that experience where if you've ever lived through anything, like, you know, if you ever lived through anything exciting, and not in a good way, you know? I mean, like a threat that you have to get away from right away, or a street fight or something like that. Although it only happens in seconds, the perception of it seems to drag on in the moment. And this game does that. This game has consistently delivered that feeling of, wow, the game went that quick. It felt like this was a drag-on fight. Knock down, drag on. It's always fun. The levels of excitement and tension that build up with me and the other players, we have always found palpable and enjoyable. You know, and because of this, it delivers this feeling of again. We want to keep playing. You know, you play a game, it goes so fast, it's so intense. The minute it's over, it's like, oh, well, I guess this is going to be a best 2 out of 3. And the minute that's over, I guess it's going to be the best 3 out of 5. And it keeps you going. I mean, the replayability is amazing because this is a card drawer system. Your hands are always going to be different. You know, so the games are going to pretty much always going to play out with different strategies. But the fact that it's so fast and you want that damn revenge, like, no, screw you. Let's do this again. I can beat you. It gives you that sensation, that feeling. Not a lot of games do that. And for all intents and purposes, it's a filler game. But that feeling that it gives you, that sensation of like I was explaining before, you know, of time dilation, you know, when you're in the middle of something negative and emotional and adrenaline charging, you know, that time can kind of seem slower and drag on a little bit. It gives you that feeling, that sensation every single time that this game is played. It doesn't matter that you've just played it 3 or 4 times. It adds on to that replayability because it's so freaking intense. And isn't intense a perfect word for Judge Dredd in the comic books? This game is one of the most perfect marriages between Judge Dredd and tabletop gaming I've ever seen. I mean, of course, obviously it just pinpoints one specific Judge Dredd concept and scene. It's not opened. But for being a closed system, a closed story, a closed scene, you know, that this is capturing, the feel, the excitement levels, the stress, the explosiveness, it definitely has probably the strongest emotional feelings than any Judge Dredd game that I've played. And out of the ones that I haven't played, the ones that I've read about. I've never heard reviewers talking about a level of energy and feeling like me and the 20-Sided Warriors and Tom Fulo have gotten while playing Judge Dredd of Block War. This is obviously a must for any and all Judge Dredd fans. It's small, it's inexpensive, even if you're not a regular or hardcore gamer, but you are a hardcore Judge Dredd fan, you'll find this perfect for your Dredd collection. If you are a gamer, please, this game is exciting, fast-paced, easy to learn. This does not feel like a filler game, or don't only play a few minutes. 10 minutes I think a game usually goes us? 10, 15 at most? But it feels so much larger. It definitely does. This game is worthy of anyone's attention, but I am not an influencer. I am not here to influence your mind or your wallet. I am simply here to inform you. And if anything I have said or any images that you have seen have caught your attention, I would suggest ignoring reviewers, ignoring people like me, even. You know, disembodied voices or floating heads that are telling you something that you don't know. If a game was, if a reviewer was bribed. I was given a copy of this game to review. I'll admit that. I should have done that at the beginning of the video. I'm sorry. But yes, I was given a copy. But that did not influence my affection for this game, the feelings that I have for this game, but the excitement level that it gave me and the 20-Sided Warriors each and every time it hits the damn table. But watch playthroughs. Playthroughs are much harder to lie about. You will get a sensation, you will get a feeling watching playthroughs that will let you know whether this is the kind of game that you, your friends, your family, your gaming buddies would enjoy. Yeah, so go. Watch some playthroughs and then make your decision. Come back and let me know what you think of Judge Dredd Block War.